everyone, and welcome to Inside the Storm. This is your podcast about everything Newport FC. I'm joined today by Nick, our first guest. Nick, how are you today?
Doing very well. How are you?
I'm fantastic. It's a pleasure to have you here. I guess let's just start by kind of talk to us about your role at the club.
I'm the technical director of the club, so I oversee pretty much all teams from under sevens to under 14s and the juniors, and then we now have seniors and reserves this year playing in the state league for the first time, which is
Sure.
really exciting. So, with my role, I'm pretty much there to make sure that the teams are playing to our club philosophy and training to our curriculum, which we've developed over the past few years. I work with specific teams, so I'm the under nines and under 12s coach as well. But I'm overseeing all the teams and at the same time overseeing the coaches, helping them with their session plans, delivering best practice sessions for our teams based on their age and stage of development. So yeah, it's quite a well-rounded role. Also, part of my role is communicating with the parents and kind of part of parent education. So yeah, it's well-rounded. I guess putting together parents, players, coaches, all kind of all under one umbrella. And it's really all about the player development.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, you mentioned earlier that you wanted to adjust everything towards a club philosophy for all of your teams. Kind of, how would you describe that club philosophy?
I mean, we definitely want to put each individual player first. It's not, yes, you want your teams to do well, but we're not really results driven unless we're talking seniors.
Sure, yeah, of course.
But with the juniors, it's really all about player first, player development. We want to equip them with the skills that they're going to need to be successful players in the long run, not just think about, oh, how are we going to win this game?
Absolutely, yeah.
And with that, we really want to develop good kids and good people. So, yeah, the goal is now that we do have a senior team that we can really build from the under sevens and now our oldest group being the under 14s and develop them into senior players.
Absolutely.
And we want those good quality people.
Sure, yeah. So I guess we've kind of mentioned the senior team. Give us your thoughts on that, how it is having a senior team, because you've been here last year, and obviously last year it was mainly focused on juniors, now having such a big talking point for the club. What does that mean for the club, and what's your role within the senior team?
Yeah, it's been great. It's been exciting. We're really fresh into the season. We've played 3 rounds so far, playing in State League 5. We have a very strong team, I believe, for State 5. We've started 3 games and 3 wins, so we've had a really good start. But I think it really just brings the community together and even the kids at the club to come down to the senior games and
Watch the games.
watch the games. Yeah, absolutely. And be able to kind of maybe think, oh, hopefully I can play there when I'm a bit older, and just give them a family atmosphere to come to on a Saturday and just enjoy the games as well.
Sure.
Yeah.
And so obviously you're playing for them, which we haven't really spoken about yet.
Yeah.
How is that jumping back into the level, playing, 90-minute, 11-side games, physical? Kind of speak to us about what the league experience is and kind of what being in the action is.
Yeah. It's been fun. It's been really fun. I hadn't played the past 2 seasons just with coaching and technical director commitments. But yeah, I've been back playing. I played in round 1 and 2. Ended up injuring myself in round 2, but so I didn't play the last game. But it's been really fun. I've been playing mostly as a defensive midfielder, more of like a number 6 role, and I really enjoy that position. Get to get on the ball quite a bit, get to organize the players in front of me. Yeah, that's what I enjoy. Just defensively, I enjoy trying to break the play up, win the ball, play simple. So that's the way I like to play, and playing in that 6 position kind of gives me that opportunity. Yeah, it's been really fun. In the second round, I managed to score 2 goals, which I can't remember the last time I scored 2.
Yeah, as well. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah, one of them was a shot from outside the box, which I kind of backed myself with my ball striking abilities, but I don't usually get the opportunities. And then from a header, which I'm usually in the box, just not really can't really jump the highest anymore. But yeah, I'm one of the taller players, so I end up getting to go in on corners and free kicks. And to be fair, the boys Santi, Lionel especially, they play some pretty good balls in.
I mean,
So,
that delivery,
yeah.
you can watch that back in the highlights. Those deliveries are pretty deadly too.
Yeah. So hopefully, I scored a header as well, and hopefully I can get a few more as well as some of the other more defensive players that go up on those set pieces. Yeah.
I mean, what, 2 goals? I mean, I think you're second highest top scorer at this point.
Possibly, or maybe even joint. I know a few boys are on 2.
Yeah, definitely. We've got Lionel on 3 for sure.
Lionel on 3. Lionel would be
3.
top. Yeah.
So I think you're which is pretty good returns for a defensive player. I mean,
I'll take it.
I think Serge will be happy with that. Actually, we should probably speak about Serge. How is that kind of relationship? Obviously, with you being such an important figure at the club and having such a big coaching background, how is it kind of slotting back into just being a player, not having to worry about team sheets or formations?
Yeah,
having someone else kind of manage all that for you.
No, it's been great. It's been great. Serge has been really good. I think he's done an awesome job of really getting a really good team environment and team chemistry going early on. Obviously, it helps when you're winning. But even all through preseason, win, loss, draw, the team morale has been really high. I think he makes the training sessions enjoyable, but at the same time, we're still working towards a common goal. And so it's been really good. And as far as the responsibility of not coaching, as much as I love coaching, I also love playing.
Absolutely.
So it's nice to kind of take my coaching hat off to be part of the senior team.
Sure. I mean, because obviously, if you guys don't know, his Serge's formation is quite unique, I think you'd say. Kind of like, I guess, talk us through your ideas around formation, how it works, and how it is for you playing. I think arguably one of the most important positions. You're kind of anchoring that whole team in progression and defensively as well.
Yeah. Well, we might have to cut some of this out. So if any teams are going to be scouting us and listening to this, but probably not. So go into a bit of detail. We play. I want to say it's always a back 3,
sure,
and then in front of that, it kind of varies. It's almost like kind of a 3-6-1 of sorts with a back 3. When I was in there, I was playing more as a 6. Then we have 2, I guess, 8s in front of me. Then we also have a 10 and a striker, so lots of players central. And then we have our wing backs, which they are, I'd say, more so wingers than wing backs. So I call it a 3-6-1 with lots of central players, which to be fair, I think it suits us. So it may be a bit unorthodox, but I think with the players we have, it suits the player profiles where players want to get on the ball, they want the ball to feet. We have lots of players around us centrally for quick combinations. So so far so good. It's been working.
You can't change it when you're winning, right?
It has been working. It's been actually fun. I've been enjoying that formation. And then defensively, you can say can leave you a bit exposed. But our 3 center backs are all pretty good athletes, which helps. And then with me playing as a 6, I could kind of like screen and sweep in front of them and try to break things up before the danger comes into our box or into our final third at times. So I think it's been good so far.
So we've spoken already about such a good start to the season. I mean, the most recent game was probably you'd have to say the closest one that we've played so far, and then a 1-0 win. Obviously against a slightly weaker side as well. Do you want to kind of talk us through that? What you thought went right, what you thought went wrong? Obviously, you were on the sideline for that game, so I think you got a better view than most of the players involved. And obviously, Serge was focused on winning. So I guess talk us through that game. Your thoughts on that?
It was definitely a tough game. It was our first away game of the season, and we were playing away to win them. They have a quite narrow pitch, and the surface probably isn't the best. And we try to be a ball-playing team that dominates possession, which we did still dominate possession, but maybe the pitch and the pitch dimensions really didn't suit us as a team too well. And to be fair, to win them, they really played deep low block where they really sat back, kept us on the ball, but in front of them in less dangerous positions. And they managed that quite well. I think they minimized our chances, especially in the first half. Can't remember us having too many clear-cut chances. They defended well. They didn't seem to do too much in possession when they got the ball. A lot of times it was clear. Hit and hope types of types of clearances and just kicking it out for throw-ins. But to be fair to them, it worked with our squad and maybe the level of their squad. If they tried to go toe to toe to us and play a high pressing game or even a mid block, we'd probably dominate and break them down and score early. So they did what they thought would give them the best opportunity to win. In the second half, Lionel managed to score a great goal. Actually, I think it was Basha who played like a one-touch flick around the corner, and Lionel was able to, I think, slot it far post to score, which was a really good goal. Probably with the run of play, but it was the one time we were able to unlock that low block.
Sure. Yeah. And I think once you get in those kind of games, once you get a goal like that, it almost takes the pressure off the attacking team in terms of like just now we can control everything. And then if anything, that we saw what happened in that game, it's all of a sudden then there was more of an emphasis for them to go forward, and you're getting spaces opening up.
Yes.
So you probably say that's the key moment of the game.
100%. Yeah.
Do you actually think that there's a big difference between playing at home and away in terms of support, pitch conditions, things like that?
Well, support for us, I think, has been really good for the first two games at home. It was also during Ramadan, so we still had some decent crowds with families coming from the juniors and friends and families of the players as well. But I think that's only going to grow as the season goes. With everyone back now, with our junior season starting up, I think our crowd's going to hopefully get even bigger as they get to know the players as well. I think our pitch is pretty difficult to play on in its own right. The conditions in some areas centrally on the pitch aren't the best. It's a bit of a
Council, if you're watching,
it's a bit of a beach out there with the sand. And we also have, I'd say, quite a narrow pitch. But we train on it all the time, so we are, I guess, used to it. Yeah. And it'll be interesting when some other teams that like to try to play football and keep the ball on the ground, how they adapt to the pitch, because obviously we try to play, but we know our pitch, and sometimes we adapt and play maybe slightly more direct. But again, we as a team kind of understand that and know the limits of the pitch as well.
True.
And we'll see how that goes for other teams, for opposition teams.
This week we've got a massive game coming up. I think the top two teams in the league based on goal difference. Obviously both undefeated. What are your kind of thoughts on this game? What it means? What winning it could kind of propel in the season? And I guess kind of speak us through your preview on it.
Yeah, I don't know too much about Bendigo. I haven't watched them play, but I have seen their results, and they've won 3 of 3 with a better goal difference than us. And I've heard that they're one of the favorites. Yeah. Now, I think at the same time, in our own right, we obviously should be one of the favorites as well. So, I'm looking forward to it. I wish I was playing. I'm probably not going to be available still due to injury. But it should be really, really exciting to watch. Hopefully, if we're at our best, I think hopefully we can get the 3 points. But anything can happen in 90 minutes. So,
true.
It depends on also what team turns up on the day. Will it be us in how we played against Maidstone in round 2, or in round 1 against Buffalo, where we've really dominated, I thought, pretty much from start to finish?
Absolutely.
Or will it be a little bit more on the edge like it was round 3? Yeah.
Sure. I mean, it's probably the first big question that this team kind of has to face, the biggest challenge so far. I guess luckily playing them at home, that gives a bit of a natural advantage. Their pitch is going to be a different condition. I guess, what are your thoughts on the season going forward? We've got a long season, I think 17 more rounds. What are your predictions? You've kind of said that you expect to be a favorite, but realistically, what are the goals this season for you?
Well, we definitely want to get promoted. I think that's a goal. That's a team goal. That's a club goal. I think we're all in alignment with that. That I think anything other than promotion, to be honest, is a failure. Which I think that's the
It's a
pressure.
high standard.
That's the pressure that we have, but I think it's the pressure that we want to put on ourselves as well. And it's not a pressure like that we're going to cave in. It's just a more of a responsibility that
Sure.
we have. We have the team to do it. So yeah, promotion. I believe top two may get promotion, but I mean, ideally, I'd like to win. The
You
league.
want to be
Yeah,
first, right?
I'd like to
Absolutely.
win the league.
And I think it'd be such a big statement for the club to come in your first season and just win the title.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, I mean, any other kind of things that you want to touch on regarding the senior team? We've kind of spoken about the games already, the predictions, your kind of position. Is there anything else that you feel people at home should know about the senior team? And I guess that's something that makes them feel closer to them.
Closer to them, we have a few boys that are from the community that like go to the mosque. They have kids at brothers or family members that are part of the junior club, who they might be playing reserves at the moment, but they're in the team and they're pushing to play seniors.
So,
And it's also wanted to shout out the reserve team. They got their first win on the weekend as well. Big 8-2 win. So well done to Courage and Issa, the co-coaches there.
Courage is gonna be watching this as well. You can mention this later.
So yeah, that was great for them. And the reserves, they're pushing to try to make a competitive environment for the senior players as well. And between both teams to keep pushing each other. We're really one team.
That, yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, to keep pushing each other, I think that'll be key moving forward as well.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Thank you so much, Nick, for joining us on the first episode. Guys, tune into the game on Saturday, 3 p.m. Come down to the Bond Reserve. If you can't make it, check out the highlights. And we'll see you next time. Thank you.
Thank you.